Before darkness had a face, before evil had a name, there was light. And in that light, there was a being, not born to destroy, but created to shine. His name was Lucifer. In the beginning, according to ancient biblical texts, Lucifer was not evil. He was described as a being of perfection, a creation filled with wisdom, beauty, and brilliance. Some interpretations connect him to the title Morning Star, a symbol of light before sunrise. He stood close to the presence of God, not as an enemy, but as one of the highest beings in heaven. But something changed. Pride entered where humility once lived. Desire for power replaced purpose. The scriptures describe a rebellion, a moment where Lucifer refused to remain beneath authority. He sought not just to shine, but to rule. And in that moment, the story shifted. A war is said to have broken out in heaven, not with swords of iron, but with will against will. Lucifer and those who followed him were cast out from light to darkness. After the fall, Lucifer is no longer described as light. He becomes a symbol, a representation of rebellion, of pride, of temptation, of separation from divine order. In later interpretation, he is often associated with Satan, the adversary. But here is where the story becomes deeper, because Lucifer is not just a name. He is an idea. Lucifer represents something more than a being. He represents the moment when creation chooses self over source, when light turns inward instead of upward. That is why his story is powerful, because it is not only about heaven, it is about choice, pride, identity, and consequence.
We see them etched in stone and painted in light.
Today, Lucifer appears in religion, culture, art, and storytelling as one of the most debated figures in history. Some see him as pure evil, others see him as a symbol of rebellion, and others see him as a warning. But across all interpretations, his story remains the same. A being who fell from light, not because he was created dark, but because he chose a different path. So, who is Lucifer? He is not just a name in ancient texts. He is a reflection of one of the oldest questions in existence. What happens when light chooses itself over its source? And maybe that question is still being answered today. If this story made you think, wait for the next one, because not all light stays in heaven.